Thanks to 7up and Pat CDR for testing. Hey! I have tested this one. It makes all the sense. All of it. Yeah, I know how this one works. DVD logo. Alright. Just gotta be careful. Like, the whole thing gimmick is just these. Lots and lots of bouncy ghosts. The thing about bouncy ghosts is that they work very... We're testing again? No. No, even if I test it, I'm playing through it still. Just because I want to do all of the levels. It's a matter of decorum when one's playing a level design contest. Though I fully admit it does give me a slightly unfair advantage going through it, because, like, I know where the gimmicks are, I know where the points of interest are. I'm still gonna fall for that, though. But yeah, I just like doing these for, like, the sake of playing through them all, and then I go in and put all of them on YouTube eventually. Given there's 50 of these, it'll be going on YouTube for a while. I was kind of hoping to finish this project before the end of the effective month for me, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Might have to start picking up, like, random ROM Hack Races levels again. Which, I did actually release a few of those on YouTube. They did pretty decently. Especially because I wasn't actually racing, so I had full commentary and whatnot. Which is something I kind of want to try next time I decide to race. Maybe I'll do that on Saturday if the level allows. Of course, the level is glitchless. Thoroughly tested. I ain't saying that. But, like, I like the idea of having offline commentary that I can throw on the video if I want to. That kind of thing. Also, really quick. Yeah, I'll have to fix that later. But it's bugging me. Said the man who immediately died. But yeah, I still haven't written a script to manage that, because I went and collected all this data and then proceeded to not use it. And was like, I think a couple times in recent weeks where I've just, like, I've needed something, because I've kept up a long YouTube streak of a video a day, somewhere in the vicinity of, like, God, almost 2 years now, maybe? I will admit, it's only because I automate away most of it. But, like, I basically reached the bottom of the barrel, and I'm like, I don't have anything to put up. I need something. These are I've already edited them, forward and back. Really simple. Just needs metadata and some commentary for description, so bam, done. Not perfect, but it works. And of course, some of those are really old now. Crap. Just stream more. Does not prevent me from reaching the bottom of the barrel on the other side. Like, you know, if I play Dark Souls, which I guess I'm doing tomorrow, I forgot to mention that. Probably should have mentioned it somewhere. Gonna go venture back into the land of DLC and ghosts. Guess I hope fewer ghosts. I really don't want to deal with ghosts in Dark Souls anymore. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow around 10 p.m.-ish PDT, or PST now. We're out of daylight savings time as of last weekend. Forgot about that. Definitely been feeling it this week, but forgot about it. Okay, just wait there, jump over that, go through this, grab that. Gotta go fast. The gun barrel? What? Are there guns in Dark Souls somewhere? But yeah, for a stream like that, though, it's, you know, 6 hours of work and I get one video out of it, and that's fine. Doesn't actually matter that much. Kaizo 21. I suddenly feel a great sense of fear. As if someone has requested me to play a very difficult Kaizo level. for kicks. I have no compulsion against cheating. Okay, gotta go under the first one quickly. Actually, I don't have the Kaizo list open anywhere, do I? I'm curious. Very curious. Katoon's level? I played, whose level did I play? I played Curtis's level, which was very short, but very painful if I'd done it legitimately. So I'm glad I didn't. The time sent was around 3 p.m. your time. 2 hours later than usual. Oh, I didn't realize that. That's fair. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'd have to rejigger my sense of time. Oh, that's... easy to forget about that. Yeah, I spaced on that fact. Keep stuffing my jumps here. It's not the hard part of the level. It's the dodging all the Eries is the hard part of the level. And then this part is safe. I beat anything. I'm one of the few people who beat Omega Fennel. While this is true, it is not meaningfully true. I still said I'd take that at some point and make it into a YouTube like short or something when I figured out how YouTube shorts work. Totally fine, alright. Groovy. Yeah, I guess all of my estimates were based upon daylight savings time, which doesn't always work out so well. But glad to hear it does work out okay. God, there's so much more work to be done in that domain of requests. And I'm not really going to get any of that done in the near future. Was looking at the list that I could fulfill on the East Coast. And the East Coast has, you know, multiple weird constraints, such as it needs to not be raining. Or if I'm over at one of my sister's houses, it's not so bad. You can just do them later at night. Okay, remember. No! Q. I should have support. I keep saying I was going to like make it a website and deal with it that way rather than leaving it in Discord. And I still haven't. There's a lot of projects I should work on rather than doing the things I end up doing. Forward, wait. Screen scroll, the back laser off. That's true. That's true. I hadn't considered that as an option. I generally just try not to screen scroll. Like, I just don't do it. Probably should. There's any levels in this world made for it. I'm still doing it wrong. Some grinds are more mentally draining than others. Than Omega Fennel? Oh, yeah. Now, I know MD Battle Frogs' bosses are something to be feared. I've definitely heard that. What I've seen, I've actually really liked the hacks. Like, they're pleasant to watch. Which is a nice attribute. But even so... What the hell is the point of that shell? I'm trying to remember what worked when I got to that part, because like quite literally that's the end of the section. Like, I think I just need to go with full speed. Damn the torpedoes. As one frequently does. That barely made it. Like, I remember going at full speed had problems. But... oh, that's what the shell's for. It's for this mechanic right here. I playtested this. Yes, I did. And I forgot how that part works. I only did it once. Like, I succeeded at it once. I only had to succeed at that part once. It's at the end of the level. There we go. There's a third and fourth one. At least I got past two of them. If I run full bore, I run into the other ghosts chain. Ugh. Does not work. I'd say my most embarrassing loss in that sort of domain was there was a hack I moderated that came up on Mystery Monday. You think, having played all the way through it before, I'd do better than everyone else blind, but I did not. I still came in like third. Mostly due to the stupid coconuts. The stupid exploding coconuts. Okay. No! Not even that far. I'm just thinking about coconuts. Last time I had a drink that was in a coconut. Which is a cliche as it is. It turns out that the coconut shell that I had my drink served to me in was actually from Indonesia. You think Hawaii would have enough coconuts to, you know, make their own cottage industry of coconut stuff, but apparently not. Import from Indonesia. Must just be cheaper. Coconuts. Could have been blown by the wind. God, I'm not good at eerie bounces. Jump one. Over here. Wait for the boo laser to pass. Try to remember how this... oh. Realize that leaving that Eerie on screen caused me some problems. Given most of our work to Indonesia. Something about coconuts. What do we get outsource our streaming to India? I suppose so. There are Indian streamers. Have to be at least a few. I don't really know. Don't know if I'd want to outsource it. There are certain things one should just take care of in-house. Don't we feel like this is one of them? I was dealing with a kind of irritating outsourcing team today, who for some godforsaken reason is making product decisions when they shouldn't be. Not at my company, thankfully, but another one that you would recognize by name. Waited too long. Maybe I should just try to scroll that off. What's my opinion of nearshore? I'm not sure what that means, and I'll read more in a second. There's plenty of spots in this level where I have to just stop and wait for a bit. Nice feature. Good for Twitch chat reading. Canada or Mexico? I mean, I don't have any problem with, like, Canada or Mexico. They're okay places. I don't think it makes a huge difference for getting tech talent. Canada's got plenty of it. Can't speak for Mexico, but I mean, we do have people in other countries. For the longest time, we had a French dude who worked in Germany. Nope, that didn't work. Outsourcing but in close-by countries. I mean, the nice thing about it being in a close-by country is time zones. Like, time zones are the killer. So basically, either you have to agree to work in one particular time zone, or your time zone need to be close enough by that there's a decent amount of overlap. And I had this problem when I worked with a team out of Kitchener in Canada when I was at Google, is that they were like 8 to 4 people in their time zone, which was already, I think, Eastern, and I am very much not. And so, like, I would send out code reviews at night, and I would not get any responses, because you had to bug them during the day. And that caused me some massive problems. But very little overlap. I guess the scrolling helped. Not sure why, but it did. But yeah, basically as long as there's sort of an agreement on that. And the way it works for us presently is the people who are in remote areas work at least some percentage of the time on our time. Oh, that's how you're supposed to do that part. I definitely cheesed that in an earlier revision. I think it got changed. Because what I'd do is I'd go over the bubble and get back into the right side and chill, but I think that the spikes there prevent that. Because the intended solution is this. But not so far down. But of course, I also work in a weird-ass time zone, given, you know, when I usually am awake. So it pretty much amounts to the same thing. Not there. But yeah, as long as people are good. That's one of the problems with outsourcing, though, is just like the code quality turns to general crap. Just because there's often a lot of like contracting, subcontracting nonsense going on. People getting away with what they can. I'm pretty sure at Microsoft that there were a non-trivial number of contractors who definitely were not the people they hired. And just code quality coming back from offshore frequently was just bad. Just really bad. Especially when, you know, I'm talking working in the kernel. You do not want bad code quality in the kernel. Like, this should not be a difficult thing. Okay, there we go. Don't get hit by the Eries. Yeah, that was not going to work. Biggest issue is always a huge handholding aspect. Yeah. I mean, part of it is if you can specify a problem so well that you can get someone else to write the code for it who doesn't know a whole lot about what your systems are doing, you're most of the way to writing the damn code anyway. And I guess that's even more true in the world of ChatGPT, even though I despise it for that particular purpose. Like, in an ideal world, you would use a system where you would just describe what you need and code would happen. Not necessarily via, like, crazy AI, but because you're describing it in such a way that it works. Which has always been sort of the holy grail of computer programming language stuff. Not that we've ever achieved that. But now with ChatGPT, you can make an argument we have that sometimes it'll produce code that kind of, almost, sort of works. But, you know, you have to go through a few cycles of testing and all that, and that's the opposite of what you necessarily want when you're just, like, listing out, here's my business requirements for these reports I would like written based upon these tables that you can see from the database and all that jazz, but we're probably not that far away from it. Once again, I think the problem is a lack of pokey. Good for Excel macros. I could see that, honestly. Like, VBA is an awkward enough language to work in that having something that actually knows the libraries probably helps a fair bit. What I'm going to be curious to find out about is how it really affects the mystery hunt and puzzle hunts in general. Because I do get the feeling that you could throw a few different classes of puzzle at it and it will do a decent job of solving it, which I find a little depressing. But I should have got him down a bit. Great accelerator for people who don't know how to code but can't remember everything. Yes, exactly. Being able to ask it about specific libraries and things seems to be... It's terrible at word puzzles? Oh, I didn't know that. I feel better about myself now. I guess that's kind of true, right? Like back when they did the last great man versus machine thing that I paid attention to. Watson, the IBM computer, versus several Jeopardy champions. And Watson won on all of the trivia questions, but was really bad at the wordplay. I think this will work. Okay, I want to wait for the scroll to change, which there goes. And into the pipe. See, I told you. Pokies. Pokey just makes everything better. Just relax a bit as your head rolls around the screen. Gonna rock around the clock tonight. Just makes everything better. Been working on Raitlin's challenge puzzles, and it wasn't any help. What is that? Writing Python to crack them? I believe that. Okay, DEF CON, gotcha. Nifty. I've been paying attention to what DEF CON does in a while. Alright, DVD logo complete. That should not have taken so much time. How long did that take me? I don't know, probably 30 minutes. Even having played it. Yeah, it took me about... No, it only took about 20 minutes. I feel marginally better about that.